Hello everybody, so this is another video about the astrological star signs, and this one is Sagittarius. The key thing about Sagittarius is they are people who are incredibly optimistic people, incredibly energetic people, and very enthusiastic people. These are people who are definitely, the glass is half full for them. They are not going to be pessimistic, and they're always going to try and look on the bright side of life, even if life makes it hard to do so at times. They're very straightforward kind of people. These are the people who will call a spade a spade. You know, they're not going to beat around the bush and try and worry about, you know, upsetting people, or if they've got something to say, they're going to say it. And that's just because they're very, very honest, you know. This can be too harsh, of course, for some people. Like I say, it's almost at times not delivered with an awful lot of tact. So some people who are more sensitive may be a bit upset by the things they have to say. But for a Sagittarius, it's just like, well, this is how it is, this is what I think, so this is what I'm going to say. They're people who are very intellectual and are going to be interested in a wide variety of subjects, one of which is philosophy and religion. They're very interested in having that kind of conversation with people about the meaning of life and the deeper things that, you know, some people shy away from. And their morals and their ethics and their values are incredibly strong and incredibly important to them. These are people who, you know, it's black and white, they know right from wrong, and will have very strong opinions about that. They're very generous, especially with their time. They have incredibly big hearts and really want to help others who are in trouble or in need, and even if it puts them out of their way, you know. So very generous, very warm-spirited, very caring people. They're also very adventurous, you know. They're not people who are going to shy away from adventure and taking a risk and doing something exciting. And that obviously ties in with the fact that they're a fire sign. So they're always looking for the next thing, always looking for something exciting to do. On the flip side, Sagittarius, like all people, are not all rainbows and sunshine. They have their downsides as well. They are renowned for being quite careless, not only when in the things that they say, you know, we're talking about the fact that they may not have a lot of tact, but also just kind of physically. They're not exactly the most gentle and graceful of people. So you may find if you have Sagittarius around your house that things get broken. They're not as bad as some of the other signs for that, but they can just kind of, you know, charge their way through and accidentally break things. It's never done with malicious intent. It's just they've got all this energy, you see, and they want to get things done and get out there. So sometimes they may not be as careful as some of other people may be. They have a great deal of restlessness within them, and that's to do with the fact that they like adventure and they have so much energy. So they get impatient when people kind of don't match them. And if their energy is not focused within themselves, so if all this passion and fire and energy is not directed and focused on a certain position, then you will find that they get very restless and almost like itchy feet syndrome, and that they have to just, you know, they feel it like deeply within them to the point that they almost come across like they can't sit still, and it's simply because they don't know what to do with themselves. They have all this energy and they don't know what to do with it, and it needs to be directed, definitely, definitely. They can come across as being quite superficial at times. They're very focused on the outside, the external. So these are the people that are going to go down the gym. These are the people who like to look good and smell good and that sort of stuff. And that can come across as being quite superficial. But you have to remember, like I say, these are people who are also interested in the deeper meanings of life. So if they like to look good, there is a lot more to them than that. That's not all there is. So it's not completely negative. They can also be slightly inconsistent. Their interest levels can go up and down. So if they start off really passionate about something, they can lose interest. And obviously that can make it hard to be with them, because you kind of think, well, you know, you were really into this a week ago and now it's like you're not bothered. And obviously can also have an effect on how efficient they are at something. So if they're at a job which initially they might have been really excited about because it was a new challenge, and then they got a bit bored and wanted to do something else, then they kind of lose that focus and that motivation for what they're doing. They also may come across as being a little bit overconfident. Sagittarians may feel at times that they know best, other people won't listen to them, so they almost can come across as being a bit cocky, but it can lead them to make mistakes because they almost don't really want to listen to other people's opinions because they know, and if they do listen, they won't really take them on board because they feel that they know best anyway. So obviously that can lead them into doing things and saying things that maybe could have been avoided had they, you know, not kind of charged their way in. So, I mean, overall, Sagittarians are such wonderful, warm, lovely people who will do anything to help you out, will definitely like a laugh, definitely they have a very good sense of humour, and are just very reliable, loyal, hard-working people. And yeah, really nice to be around. So that's the Sagittarius. I'll do some more videos obviously. The next one will be Capricorn. So I hope you found these interesting and I will speak to you soon. Love and light.